Our group consisted of 11 members, 6 girls and 5 boys. After arriving in Haiti and settling into the guest house, we walked the short distance to Tom's house, the missionary who founded Jesus in Haiti Ministries. Over his years living in Haiti, Tom Osbeck has opened his home to Haitian boys in need. Many of his sons, as he refers to them, were found homeless and abandoned. Each boy has their own unique gifts and contributions they devote to the Jesus in Haiti ministry. In May 2010, just 4 months after a devastating earthquake shook the country of Haiti, a group of students from IPFW took a life-changing trip. Every evening, our group joined with Tom and his boys for dinner. Our first day in Port-au-Prince was eye-opening. During the drive to the mission, where the church and school were located, our eyes were opened to the devastation we had only heard about on the news. Hundreds of Haitians, hungry and without food, waited outside a government compound for a free meal. Our first stop? School. We were given a brief lesson in Creole to learn basic phrases such as hello, good day, how are you, my name is. After learning the basics, it was time to get to work. Our assignment for the day? Putting up tents. The tents we set up were donated by various organizations back in the States. We split into 3 groups, mixed with Tom's boys and us. We worked side by side with Tom's boys setting up the tents. The children took a special interest in us. They seemed overjoyed that we were there to help them. They enjoyed showing off their special skills. We spent several days going out into the community and setting up tents. After each tent was built, the new owner graciously thanked us for our help. Their appreciation over something we take for granted was so humbling. One day we spent hiking up a mountain to reach those living in the villages at the top. Since the road to the top was steep and made of gravel, it was not safe for us to drive, so we walked. Once to the top, we walked among the villages, greeting those we saw. Several times we stopped and asked if anyone needed prayer. We would gather around and all join in prayer. Every Wednesday, the children in the villages would expect the boys from the mission to come and lead in their version of youth group. They would sing, dance, and talk about the gospel. Even though we didn't understand the language, we joined in on the singing. The following day, we spent time at a local orphanage. There were many children there who had lost their parents in the earthquake. They had no other family and were found roaming the streets. The women who ran the orphanage graciously accepted them into their facility and provided them with clothing, shelter, and food. The girls in our group packed beauty supplies such as nail polish, hair ribbons, and makeup to share with the children. The little girls enjoyed having their nails painted. Our last day in Haiti was spent in downtown Port-au-Prince. Even 4 months later, the destruction was devastating. Trash littered the streets. Those without homes constructed makeshift shelters from sheets, tarps, and anything else they could find. The Capitol building was destroyed. This was one of the most heartbreaking scenes. A building that was meant to symbolize the country's power and integrity was broken, much like the city of Port-au-Prince. The buildings were so unstable that no one dared to go inside, so the people of the city sat outside the buildings and continued to sell anything they could find that was of value. It was one thing to see the pictures of the devastation on the news, but another to see the devastation in person. After a missions trip to Rwanda, a musician named Brooke Fraser wrote a song titled Albertine. In this song, she sings of a little girl she met in Rwanda. Part of her lyrics are, "Now that I have seen, I am responsible. These words ring true for our group that traveled to Haiti. Now that we have seen, we are responsible for telling the world and seeking help for this broken country and these wounded people.